What is going on, everyone? And Greg Hardy, very, very impressive in his win over Yordan De Castro at UFC 249. And obviously a very controversial figure. You can say what you want about Greg Hardy. Obviously, his past is well documented. Some of the things that he's done, and abusing his girlfriend or wife or whoever exactly it was. But if you're someone who believes in second chances, then maybe you're happy for Greg Hardy right now because he just took care of business against Yorgan De Castro at UFC 249, and it was a pretty interesting fight overall. Wasn't too exciting, but Greg Hardy did more than enough to take this fight, and that's exactly what happened as he won 30-27 from all three of the judges. So, give me your thoughts down below. And he's celebrating at the moment, and yeah, man, this whole card is kind of interesting, obviously for many reasons, but live sports for the first time in like 2 months, and there's no fans, so you can really hear the fighters going at it. So it makes for a lot of interesting storylines. And of course, Greg Hardy taking care of business versus Yordan De Castro. So you guys give me your thoughts down below. Officially now, as Greg Hardy takes care of business. 30-27. And Greg Hardy saying in the post-fight interview that he heard the broadcast booth tell him to check the kicks. So because of how quiet it is, because there's no fans, it had a whole situation like that. So pretty funny. And Greg Hardy takes care of business in this fight. So you guys give me your thoughts down below in the comments section of this video. And yeah, man, really appreciate everyone stopping by. Greg Hardy taking care of business in his next UFC fight, and he is off to a pretty hot start to begin his UFC career, to say the least. You got to be impressed overall with what you've seen. I mean, he hasn't been in the UFC all that long, but he's definitely making his presence known. So, you know, making a name for himself. Obviously, not going to be playing football anytime soon. And in his second type of professional sports career, he's a great athlete, man. He's now 6-2 with the unanimous decision over Yorgan De Castro at UFC 249. So Greg Hardy taking care of business there. Obviously, big news. People, getting excited about that. If you're a fan of his, if you're someone who doesn't like Greg Hardy, then maybe you're probably pretty pissed off. But he did more than enough to take this fight, and that's exactly what happened here at UFC 249. So he's now 6-2 in the UFC. Live results here, and yeah, hope everyone is doing well as you can be, I guess. And yeah, UFC return with a back and forth light heavyweight scrap that saw Ryan Spann hold off a late rush from Sam Alvey to win a 3-round split decision. Scores were 29-28 and 28-29 for Spann. Now 18-5, Alvey falls to 33-14 with one no contest. Spann used some quick strikes to set up a takedown, and though Alvey got up immediately, Superman kept him locked up against the fence. Nearly put him out with a standing arm triangle before the Californian got free. From there, excuse me, that's the wrong fight. It's my bad. Reading that article, that's like, that's not Greg Hardy. Now we got it. Hold on one second. But Greg Hardy defeating Yorgan De Castro by unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. Greg Hardy now 6-2 in the UFC, and his past is well documented. This fight was originally going to be in March 28th, but of course that got canceled because of the coronavirus. And as a UFC fighter, Greg Hardy off to a pretty solid start to his UFC career. You know, he lost his last fight to Alexander Volkov, by a decision, and had a no contest to Ben Sosoli. So now, after not winning his last two fights, Greg Hardy comes away with a victory over Yorgan De Castro by unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. So you got to be impressed with Greg Hardy, who takes care of business here. And you can talk about Greg Hardy. Some people like him, some people don't, for obvious reasons. If you know his past and some of the things that he has been through and the things that he has done. But this is America, and a lot of people believe in a second chance or a third chance or whatever exactly. So Greg Hardy fighting in the UFC, doing pretty damn well. Now 6-2 in his Ultimate Fighting Championship career with a unanimous decision victory over Yorgan De Castro at UFC 249. And let's just thank God that we've got live sports back. It's been about 2 months or so. Finally, we have something to look forward to. So, very, very cool to say the least. I got to say how excited I am to see these fights, and it makes you happy and it makes you smile because it's been a rough patch. It really has. Even if you're not a UFC fan, you're damn well going to be a UFC fan now because it's been absolutely terrible without any sports to watch. It has been absolutely horrible. It's been brutal. But finally, we can get back into it, man. So much love to the UFC for entertaining us tonight. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you next time.